Thank you so much, Matt. I want to share something with all of you tonight. We've been talking about shifting gears, and I want to share something with you. I have some gears, and I want you to think about how do gears work. They're connected. They move each other. You can see them moving. We have different sizes, medium, small. And as I turn one, it increases the power of all. Are you ready to shift gears? So how does District 42 work? We're connected. We move each other. We're all different sizes. And we together can increase our power. Let's look at how we're connected. We connect at meetings. Executives connect when they come together. We connect at training like tonight. We connect when we're in contests, when we're in conferences. We actually connect on Zoom. And many of us connect for friends for life. I have too many in Toastmasters to even start naming. Jocelyn mentioned tonight that we connect through Rotary. And Randy mentioned that we have connections within our soft skills. We move each other. We motivate, we challenge each other, we give each other positive evaluations. Catherine moved me to jump into district leadership. We are all different sizes. If Lynette and other dog lovers are here, this is a special slide for you. We have various roles within Toastmasters. We have timers, we have chairs, we have judges, we have people who get involved for one-time events. We have people who are lifers. We have competitors, webmasters, social media gurus, and accountants. There are so many different talents that come together within Toastmasters. We're all different. And we increase power. Susan and Marcy stepped up and showed us excellence in our conference. We can witness people coming forward with more confidence. We see people completing a path. People write a book. Anthony Sani just released the Vital Few. I have seen people start businesses. I have seen people make a plan one step at a time, as Tammy just described with our district success plans. We find the connections and we can increase the power in someone else. All right, let's have some fun. I want you to look at your screen at the very top. Hover over your bar and find the annotate bar. We're going to use it. And you're going to be able to stamp a blue arrow, a red heart, a yellow star, a question mark, whatever you want. Let's try this first one. This is for my friend Gord. Riding a bike. There are two sides. Would you rather ride a road bike or would you rather be muddy on the trail? Take your stamp and put it on whatever side you would rather ride. And Marcy, I'm sorry, there's no motorcycle. Yeah, I see you. Oh, lots of hearts. Look at that. Which would you rather do? Okay, Mr. Host, if you could clear our path. Let's try it with a different question. We're going to talk about listening. We listen to our guests when they show up to a meeting. We listen to new members to find out what they're looking for. Why did they come into the room? As evaluators, we have to demonstrate good listening skills. Grammarians listen for good words. Quizmasters listen for interesting ways that they can question our listening skills at the end of a meeting. Executives need to listen to each other. Judges need to listen to speakers. Committee workers have to listen to each other in our life, in our relationships, in our church, in our sports, in our music. Listening is a very valuable skill. Take your little annotate. Are you a good listener or are you a good talker? Yeah, we know Toastmasters like to talk. clear our screen, please, Mr. Host. Thank you so much, Dan. Now, take your little text box. In that same place where there was annotate, one of your choices was a stamp, one of them is a text. I want you to write, why do we listen? Add it right to the screen. Try a new tool. Why is it valuable for us to listen? To learn? To truly understand? Different perspective? So we hear, good job. We can learn. I'm going to challenge you people to put your box where somebody else has not written. Have others feel? To acknowledge, good stuff. We learn. I think when we listen, it helps us to reach our goals. I think too, when we listen to each other, we can show that we support each other. When we have support, we can take on challenges or risks to grow even more. Beautiful. Thanks for your participation. Superb. Thanks, Dan. You can clear the screen. Ralph Smedley said, real communication is impossible without listening. We've heard that so many times. If you've ever walked into a Toastmaster room, you know it. Listening is a big part of communication. This is a place for us to learn this skill. Lots of skills we can learn in Toastmasters. How about mentoring? Take your stamp. Do you recognize the value of a good mentor? Or are you fine without a mentor in your Toastmaster experience so far? Add your little stamp. Oh, I see lots of people understanding mentoring. Fantastic. So we mentor people in their icebreaker. We mentor our contestants for contest. We have a fabulous circle of gold designed and promoted by Darlene that helps us to mentor people who are in contests. Facilitators mentor us when we attend training. Past president is part of the executive to be the mentor for the new president. This year, Alexander has initiated a program where we have all of our leaders in district leadership, area directors, division directors as mentors. Thank you for participating. Dan, if you could clear the screen. Loving this game. This time, take your text box and give an example of a situation where a mentor supported you. In Toastmasters or in life? When did somebody mentor you? You stop playing the game? You can write. In a new job. How wonderful. Good. Area director. Fantastic. Career decisions? How about in your family? Anybody ever mentor you in your family? When you think of examples outside of Toastmasters where mentoring is valuable? Great evaluations, great advice when taking the role of president. Superb. I think about when we were doing school projects. It's interesting to see a student mentor a student. If you were running for politics, maybe somebody would mentor you before you gave your speech. Wouldn't that be interesting? How about on the sports field? Did you ever get mentored on how to play a sport or participate in a physical activity? Raising teenagers, yes. Parenting, always. I'll take it from mom and dad to learn how to do it for our children. Superb, thanks for your participation. And if you could clear the screen, thank you. Ralph Smedley, I like quoting Ralph. He talks about mentoring and evaluations. They create enthusiasm, and once you light that fire, the only thing you need is some kindling. You think about who's here today, who's encouraged you to show up, that's the kindling. The fire is starting. What are you going to do in your journey in Toastmasters? Another skill, super valuable in life, super available to learn in Toastmasters. Where we meet and when we meet other people. Add your stamp. I know how to network successfully, or I could use some networking tips. Right on. Fabulous. You need networking tips. You need Russ's workshop, how to network successfully. I want you to think for a minute. We can clear that slate. Thank you so much. Where do you meet Toastmasters outside of your club meeting? What opportunities have you had to meet Toastmasters that is not when you are in a meeting? Training, convention or conferences in the business community, contests, yes. I would say probably most people go to the area contest as a competitor, and that's when they find out there's life beyond the club. Hiking, yeah, fantastic. Socializing. How many people have had a coffee with another Toastmaster, totally separate from the meeting? And some people, if they're old enough, will go to the meeting after the meeting in the special meeting place that has a drink that we might have on a beach. We might not. Circle of gold, obviously. Great. Everywhere. Wear your pin and find another Toastmaster. Superb. Thank you, Dan, if you can clear the screen. There are so many skills that we learn where leaders are made. And Marcy described this in great detail today when we talked about branding in Toastmasters. What are your thoughts? I love the opportunities on Toastmasters, or tell me how Toastmasters can offer me new opportunities. Put your stamp on our slide. Look at this. Fabulous. Great. What doors open for you in leadership? Take your text box and tell me something. Let us know where something has happened because you were a Toastmaster. Public speaking, speaking for a cause, representing an organization, a new job, MC at a wedding, fantastic. I can't tell you how many times I've heard of somebody have a new opportunity at work. And when I talk about, or I refer back to our youth leadership experiences, what we've seen students do because of the skills they have learned through our Toastmaster intervention, opportunities for students open hugely. Being confident, a new business potential. I've seen people write books. I have seen people get married because of Toastmasters. We learn evaluation skills, we learn accounting skills, we learn how to do a website. We learn how to be on Zoom before the rest of the world knew we were going to be on Zoom. Fantastic. No more fear of anything. I can do it all. I love it. Beautiful. Thanks, Dan, if you could clear. There are so many opportunities, and this is a sneak preview from our newly released, soon to be released website. So there are opportunities for you to look on our website and find out what are the skills you want to develop, who are the people you need to be in touch with, and how can you join an activity. And I was really excited to be at the tech team last night and see new people joining to find out how they can support us in training, in contests, and learning new skills. I call it the backstage of being on Zoom. It's really cool. So join the tech team and find out what kind of things we can learn as far as our contributions to how we pull off even a night like tonight. Chuck LeBlanc, one of our past district directors, says, when you step outside your club into district leadership, a whole new world will open up to you. Don't let that pass you by. it can change your life. I totally agree with Chuck, and I think he's a great example of opportunities that have come. I cannot believe some of the things that have happened to me because I was a Toastmaster, and even just the travel, to be able to know people in different parts of the world and how we transport in Zoom. People have been to different countries for a Toastmaster meeting and back home again for dinner. Amazing opportunities. So let's just have a recap. The LMNOs of District 42. Listen. We're going to listen to learn. From guest to international president. If we're listening, we will find out how we can help and increase our communication skills. We can mentor to move forward. From our first icebreaker to being a district leader, we can be a mentor, we can be mentored. And network with new people. Venture outside your club for a whole new world. And watch the doors of opportunity for leadership open up. Take the steps and gear up for leadership in your work, in your home, or right here in Toastmasters. Let's remember this year, LMNO, as we gear up and achieve success. Mr. Toastmaster.